Hello, everyone. I am Rachel Altum, the online community manager for the Gypsy Nurse, and today we are talking about one of my favorite topics, Las Vegas, and even better, the infamous TravCon. For those of you who aren't sure what TravCon is, but been hearing about all the buzz, it is a conference held just for travel healthcare professionals. So that includes you allied, RNs, so including a majority of you. So definitely, it is one of a kind. And that is no exaggeration. It's the only place you can learn, earn CEs, be celebrated, and connect with people who get you, who understand the travel world. And not to mention tons of swag you'll receive in the exhibit hall and an epic after party at the Dre's nightclub. So it is the funnest thing. You guys will have to join us there. If you're not already signed up, you guys got to do that. You only have a week away. Speaking of swag, the Gypsy Nurse is giving away a party pack to our registered members on thegypsynurse.com. This party pack will include a fanny pack, shot glass, a sweatband to keep you cool. It's very fashionable, so don't think it's going to look weird. It's going to keep you cool, but you're still going to look great, and a few other fun things. All you have to do is to get the party pack is to become a registered member on thegypsynurse.com. So you just log in there. We just added to where you can just sign up if you have a Facebook or a Gmail. You just click that button and you're already registered and good to go. We'll do the rest. We'll know who signed up, but be sure to visit us at booth 9 to get your party pack and sign up before then. So that way we can just hand it right to you and you don't have to do any signing up. But if you do, you can do that and just show us on your phone. So today we have Medical Edge Recruitment provider experience specialist Ashley Johnson and U.S. traveler recruiting team leader Sarah Heaton to discuss Vegas and how to enjoy the entertainment capital of the world, which there's so much to do in Las Vegas, and having some recommendations will really help you for those that are attending. And if you're not, if you just like to go there very often or anything like that, then these will be helpful too. So thank you, ladies, for joining me today. We're super excited to talk about this. We were talking about it earlier, so before it started, and we were just talking about all the wonderful things. So I will let you take it away.
Hello, everyone. So we are also super excited to go to Vegas, go to TravCon. This is actually our second year going to TravCon, and last year was so much fun. Just being able to connect and meet with all of the nurses and allied health. It was so awesome. So I'm super excited to go out to Vegas again. And we're coming a little bit harder this year. So we are a platinum sponsor. Which means we're going to be a part of the newbie boot camp, and then also hosting the after party at Dre's. So we're super excited to build even more connections than we did last year, get to meet even more people, maybe meet some same people from last year. Either way, we're super excited.
Yes, no, I love Vegas, so I'm very excited that we're getting to go back again. I'm one of those people that gets to go back because I did enjoy getting to talk to everyone I did last year. Learning about all of y'all's experience, like talking to all the travel nurses I hear from is so fun. I learned so much about traveling. So I'm very excited to get to tell y'all some different things to do at Vegas because I've gone just a few times.
Yeah, a few.
So I have a few ideas of what I like doing there. So I'm excited to tell you what I like doing there and some of the things that we've seen. And then I'd love to hear from y'all if y'all want to send us some great recommendations too, because our boss was so nice to give us an extra day there. So we've got a little bit of time to do some fun things. So we'll let you know what we're doing as well. So y'all can look into that.
Perfect. All right.
Awesome.
Ready?
Start with the most important part, food in Vegas. We're all for the food here. One thing I want to say first before we get on to that list that we have is I love Vegas buffets. You know, buffets sometimes can not be too good, but I feel like Vegas buffets, they've got some really great chefs back there. They've got some different types of buffets. And so I love going to the hotel buffets. I'm one of those people. Now, do I ever get my money's worth? I don't know about that, but it's really good food, breakfast or lunch or dinner. So don't be afraid of those. If your hotel has one, definitely look into it.
Absolutely. I've never been to a Vegas buffet, so
Good.
we got to find one when we go out there.
Some of them are fancy buffets. Like I'm over there having like crab legs.
Yes, I need king crab.
That's the Caesar's Palace buffet is going to have those.
I don't even eat crab, but I'm here for it.
And
So
it's
first,
sorry.
no, you're fine.
tried things like I've tried clam and oysters just from just the buffet because there was just one and I didn't have to do a whole order. So if you're trying to think of something new you want to try and you want it to be good, definitely buffets.
That's a good idea.
For sure.
Absolutely. Like I'm here for buffet stuff, but they have other stuff that I want to try. So I'm going to try the other stuff sometime anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you're already spending the money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So first on our list, okay, call me weird, but this is something I'm super excited for and about. There's this restaurant in Vegas called Ocean One, right? Everything on the menu during lunch is $6. $6. So they have calamari, they have burgers, they have pastas, they have salmon, they have salads. Everything on the menu is $6. Everything. No idea how it's possible. I'm not going to ask any more questions. Just know I'll be there.
And then next there's Lolos Chicken and Waffles. They've got some soul food. Chicken and waffles are just really great in general. So they're definitely want to check out them if you're feeling like some comfort food, because I feel like it's comfort food.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah. And we have one of our coworkers here. She lived in Vegas for a while. So while I was coming up with the list, I was asking her, I was like, what are your favorite restaurants? What do you like to do? Like, I've only been to Vegas twice, and one was before I was 21. So I just went to shows and stuff like that. And then TravCon last year was the second time I went. So it was, TravCon most of the time. So I was like, what do we do? What food places do we go to? So which one was that? I'm sorry. Yes, the Lolos, and then # a go-go. She said these are her favorite restaurants to go to.
And that's from a resident Vegas person.
That is from a resident Vegas person. Okay. So at # a go-go, they have burgers, chicken and waffles, whole bunch of like breakfast foods and stuff like that. So I was like looking over the menu and everything on there looks so good. So if we ever find time,
yeah, it sounds good to me.
We'll have to stay an extra day to go out there.
I've ate there and it's really, really good.
At # a go-go?
Yeah, it's super
really?
Good. Yeah. It was one of our when I went with a couple of friends, it was one of our breakfast places because it was like they're pretty quick too and really good.
Love that.
Okay.
It sounds really good.
Perfect. So this next one we're going to talk about Taco Bell Cantina. I've got questions about.
Okay, look, I had Taco Bell for lunch today too.
So this is what got Taco Bell Cantina on here, and it says it's built in a chapel.
No, it has a built-in.
It's built-in chapel. I was like, what? So you can get married in Taco Bell?
Yes, and people
That's
do.
where this one's getting married. Taco Bell.
Potential. There's 360 people every year that get married inside of this taco.
Really?
I like it.
Oh.
Anyone got pictures? Let's see them.
It's only $600. Don't ask how I know. For a 30-minute ceremony for 25 people. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
I've done her research. A little bit too much research. I like it.
Hey, it
so if you go eat at Taco Bell, can you watch the weddings?
You know what? That's a good question.
That's a really good question.
It's witness.
Right.
Can you be my witness?
Right. Me with our Taco Bell.
Yeah.
With the Doritos Locos Taco. Trying to catch a bouquet.
There are fun things to do in Vegas.
So
Nothing is off limits apparently.
At all. So then a couple of other restaurants. There's Tacos El Gordo, which is a Mexican specialized in Tijuana tacos. So that sounds really good. There's Veggie Nation for all of the vegans and vegetarians. Of course, there's options out there. There's Comex Fusion, which is super cool. So they are a Korean and Mexican fusion restaurant. And then there's also Benny's Smoke and Barbecue and Brews. So I'm from Texas. Don't know how I feel about other barbecue states and cities and stuff like that. Because nothing beats Texas barbecue. But that's just me. I'm open to trying different things. But, do what you want with that information.
Next up, we've got, a little bit nicer places if you're wanting to go try something a little bit different. We have Nacho Daddy. That's modern day Mexican food. This one seems really excited, so I feel like she's going to be dragging us there.
Their tagline is "Never a dry chip."
That's
I like that.
You can't beat it.
You can't. Their scorpion shot? What is that?
So they have a scorpion shot, and I can't remember what the alcohol is, but they have an actual scorpion that's inside of the shot glass.
Okay.
And when I checked, 62,000 shots have been sold already. So
Sounds like a fun story to tell.
at least 62,000 people have taken a shot with a scorpion in it.
Okay. Interesting.
And they
Brave
stay
people.
open late too.
Nice.
Yeah. And then Wolfgang Puck. So that's an American bar and grill. They have a ton of different options, California inspired cuisine. So super good stuff. It's pretty casual, but it's also very lively. And their specialty item was crab cakes. So I've never had a crab cake in my life. So I know. I'm not a huge seafood person.
Struggle.
But if that's their specialty item, I'd be open.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it. And then we've got some others like, is it Le Cave Wine and Food Hideaway? It sounds nice. It's where you can go for a little bit quieter atmosphere with some good modern American food. You also have the Wazuzu, I don't know if I'm saying those right, an Asian eatery where they have Chinese, Japanese, and Thai food. So good when you want a mix of different things. You can go and try out all of that. And they also have a 27-foot crystal dragon on the wall of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Nice. I bet those are some good pictures.
It's really
all for
cool.
the pictures in Vegas too, guys.
Absolutely. And then at the Wazuzu, I think that's how you say it. So their executive chef is Jet Tila. And so he was on Chopped. What's the other show where they have the money and then they have to use the money to do other things? Oh my God. Scroll back up. It's listed.
Cutthroat Kitchen.
Cutthroat Kitchen. Yes.
Cutthroat Kitchen.
And then Iron Chef. So like he's one of my favorite chefs to watch on TV. I don't know. I love that. So the fact that he's the executive chef, I have to go there.
Yeah. Signed off by him.
And then there's Luke's Lobster. So this is at the Fashion Show Mall across the street from the Wynn Hotel. So they specialize in Maine style lobster rolls. I'm not a huge seafood person, but I have tried a Maine style lobster roll, and I will say it was pretty good, and I would do it again. So I'm excited. Well,
yeah.
I would like to. I'm not going to say I'm excited, but I'd be interested in trying Las Vegas Maine lobster.
Yeah. No, to stay going in Las Vegas, these are some good foods.
Absolutely.
You also have the Second Street Grill, which has American cuisine with this Pacific twist. And some of our favorites that we did last year, or ones I've done before, is honestly any Gordon Ramsay restaurant is going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
We were able to go to the pub and grill that they have in Caesar's Palace, and between the drinks and the food, everything we got was so amazing. We all got something different too, and all of us loved it. So it was really great. I've been to the Gordon Ramsay hamburger place in Planet Hollywood. Oh, so good.
I've been to the one in Caesars, and I got the fish and chips. Oh my God. So good.
Good.
So good. I was like, I can't believe it.
I know.
They're like, is Gordon back there? Bring it out. Bring it out right now.
No, those are really some of my favorite restaurants. I mean, you can even do the Gordon Ramsay's Hell Kitchen. So that's also really an iconic one. So if you've got the time and you want to go do something really neat, definitely go try that out.
The only thing about Hell's Kitchen is it's always booked.
Yes.
I think whenever I checked the other day, they were booked out until November. Like November was the next time that you could get a reservation. So you definitely have to plan ahead of time if you're planning on going to Hell's Kitchen or you're wanting to go to Hell's Kitchen.
But don't worry, you can go get some fish and chips or a burger.
Yes.
Those are open.
Yes. There was no wait when we went. And then, okay, so this was one that I found that I thought was super interesting. So it's called Top of the World. It's on the 106th floor at the Stratosphere, and it's an actual restaurant. And so every 80 minutes, the restaurant is rotating like a full 360 degrees. So while you're enjoying your food and everything, you're turning. and then you're 106. You're on the 106th floor. So I thought that was insane. And they have a ton of. You've been there.
I've been there.
Of course you have.
No, because I like doing the roller coasters on the top of the stratosphere. I've done all of those. They're very fun. You definitely cannot be afraid of heights. But yeah, so I've done all of those, and then we've gone down and eaten. And so you get into the stratosphere, you book your ticket, and you go up an elevator that goes from floor 1 to 105, I think is what the next one, then 106, and at the top. So it's really neat, and it's really great because the view is amazing, day or night. During the day, you can really see everything, and at night, all the lights are lit up. So it's a really great view at any time. And then also some nice food if you just go to the restaurant, but you can also just go to the observation floor.
Very cool. Of course. I got
go ride the rides.
A secondhand Vegas resident here. She's been more times than she can count.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
And then another restaurant we found was the Golden Steer Steakhouse. So I love steak. I could have steak every day for the rest of my life, and I would be perfectly fine. Steak and potatoes and wine. That's all I need.
That restaurant is for you.
Exactly. So they specialize obviously in steak, and they have seafood and, of course, wine. So this is actually the longest opened authentic Vegas steakhouse.
Dang.
So famous celebrities from way back when dine there, and they have the same environment, like the red chairs and the decor and everything like that. So super cool if you want to step into retro Vegas and kind of experience that. The pictures are amazing online too.
Cool. So next we have the Bizarre Meat by Jose Andres, Michelin starred, so it's good.
Absolutely.
And it's by award-winning chef Jose Andres. That's his restaurant. So it's also great to just go have the food, but also a little bit more intimate setting as well if you're looking for a quieter dinner. And then, of course, there's so many restaurants throughout Vegas. Those are just some of the top ones or ones we've been to personally. So don't be afraid to try any restaurants in Vegas. I don't know if I've ever been really disappointed by any restaurant I've been to in Vegas. Because to stay there, they've got to be pretty good.
That's a strong statement.
It is a strong statement.
You're very picky too when it comes to food. So that's
good.
That's a strong statement coming from Sarah.
Yeah. So if you want to try something, Vegas is a place that if they're going to do it, they're going to do it right. Yeah. They're going to be specialized in it. So it's a really great place to try different foods.
That's really good.
So we'd love to hear also everyone else's favorite restaurants they've ever been to in Vegas, because we always love tips. So that way, when we have our, one dinner free time, we can make sure we go to one of our best ones or our nurse's favorite one.
Absolutely.
I have one. It's a bar though. I don't know if you guys are going to discuss the bar life or nothing, but crystals inside Aria Shopping. It's in a shopping mall right in the middle, but it's perfect for Instagram pictures, perfect for taking pictures. It's all pink, real pretty. And the drinks are one's a fire breathing dragon. And so there's a little whatever concoction. And when you put it in your mouth, and then you take a breath, all of this smoke goes out of your mouth. And they have just really unique exotic drinks that are just kind of really fun and interactive. They'll either change colors or they will, have the smoke or change flavors as you drink it. And it's just such an experience. It's in the shops at Aria. It's so weird because you're just walking in a mall and then there's all these crystals just surrounding the bar. So highly recommend there for a quick drink.
Yeah, no sounds like
yeah,
we're gonna check that out.
We have to go there.
I will go there with you guys because
okay, perfect.
Yes, we'll meet there.
Instagram pictures in. So
as soon as you said Instagram worthy, I'm in.
Oh yeah.
And pink, I'm in.
Yes.
And drinks, I'm in.
All of that, yes.
Awesome. So next we're going to start talking about activities. So these are fun things that you can do in Vegas outside of food and the conference. So first, I've seen this all over Instagram and TikTok all the time. So it's Meow Wolf's Omega Mart. And basically it's, Rachel, So it looks like a traditional grocery store when you walk in, and they have all the food and stuff, but they actually have a trap door, and right behind it is a museum. So I think it's 52,000 square feet. It's
huge.
like an interactive art installation, and it's so super cool. And if you're looking for a place for Instagram pictures, of course, that's where you should be. It's, oh my gosh, it's so cool. So cool.
I know. So yeah, I wish we had time for that one. Now, eventually, we're gonna have to make time for that one.
Yeah, we're just gonna stay an extra day.
Yes. We should. We also, again, for those not afraid of heights, there's the Skypod observation deck experience where you can view the city in 360-degree panorama. It's at the Strat Hotel. So that's really nice to see. Honestly, seeing Vegas from up above is so amazing because, I mean, just walking through everything is so tightly packed. So the view from above is honestly, yeah, I've been like seen it in the day and at night, and I love both of them. So it's hard to tell you which one is better because they're both different experiences.
Very cool. I need to do that. I need to, because I haven't done anything like that. Like I haven't been on the big Ferris wheel.
No, I've already decided. I'm taking all of y'all on the high roller. So that's also something you can do. So it's right off the Link Hotel is the high roller. So it's that big Ferris wheel right there. And it's really fun. It takes, I don't know how long it takes to go around, but it goes very slowly. So it's really nice for you to be able to view everything. It's very spacious. It's really great. They also have some bar ones where you can drink in there. So it just depends on what you're looking for at the time. But so I'm going to really try and get all of them to go on with me because it's a really great experience. And it's right there by us.
There will be no struggle getting me on there.
It's going to be great.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'll have my hands up the whole time. I'm here. And we also were able to find a mob museum in Las Vegas. Super cool if you are interested in, the history and the facts and, seeing the different type of experiences and stuff like that. So that's inside the California Hotel as well. That's something I would definitely go see.
Me too.
And then, of course, most of y'all know the Eiffel Tower viewing deck. So you are able to go up in the Eiffel Tower and be able to view out from their viewing deck there. So that's also really cool because that's right where we're going to be. So that's a really great experience. So you'll definitely want to check into that because I know you can book tickets ahead of time. So since we're all going to be right there, definitely I'd say a great experience to be able to quickly go up and kind of look around and kind of feel like you're somewhere else.
I had no idea that you could go to the top. I had no idea. I thought it was just there to be pretty. I didn't know.
Vegas. They made it so big. You could have the best experience.
Absolutely. Perfect. And then some other things that are outside of the Strip. You can also visit Bryce Canyon and Zion National Park. We're actually going to be visiting there, and we're super excited. This is my first time actually doing like a real hike. I've walked aggressively before, but I've never actually done a hike. So
I'm not sure how many of us are making it back at this point.
We don't have a choice. So I'm super excited for that. And then, of course, there's the Grand Canyon, which is about 5 hours away. Yeah. But you can take a bus. Mm-hmm. They have like bus tours and stuff that you can do with a group. And then also the Hoover Dam is like 45 minutes away.
It's a really great experience. Any hotel you're staying at, you can go up to them and you can ask them about it, and they are going to know what groups you can go with. The buses normally pick you up in front of your hotel. Mm-hmm. So it's a really great way. You can even do like some last minute excursions like that. Always talking to your hotel because they're going to know some great ones.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then, of course, the Ziplines. So my favorite zip line that I've done, because I've done 2 in Vegas, is going to be the one downtown, where you lay down and you go all the way across downtown on the zip line. It can be a long way, but I'm going to say very worth it because it's a quick ride, but it's so fun, whether you're doing it at day or night when they've got the lights up or not. It's really great, and it's a really fun experience. I've also done the one off the hotel. There's a zip line off the hotel.
Oh my God.
And so you go, you're sitting in a chair and you go down and then you come back up and you get off. And so it's really fun as well. So again, you can tell I like heights. So honestly, there's so many types of activities that you can do and shows that you can do. We'll get into that in a second, but always just, ask people. We'd love to hear some activities y'all have done if y'all have been there before too, because we are always open to new experiences. And like we said, you never know what you're looking at. That could be a whole experience that, like the Eiffel Tower, that you never know about. So
I have no idea.
Yeah, definitely let's share.
Yeah. I've done the zip line. I've done that too, and that's a whole lot of fun.
It is.
Which one did you do?
What's that?
Which one did you do?
I did the off of Fremont, so that's off of the Strip, and it's like a cab ride away. So I don't recommend. Don't ever walk to Fremont Street if you're like,
yeah.
There's certain things where some things are walking distance, and there's some things that you should not at all walk to. So,
for reference, downtown does not mean the Strip. Like downtown is a separate part of Vegas for those that aren't sure about that. Yeah. So don't let people fool you. You cannot walk to downtown.
And if it's quite a bit of a walk, and you're like, ask your hotel, be like, should I get an Uber or should I, walk this? Because it can be dangerous at times. It is a very big city, and people know that it's a big tourist place. So some people are vulnerable. So, so Fremont, I did the zip line there, but I didn't do the top one. I think I just did the lower lame one, but maybe this year I'll do the top one.
I would recommend it. It's really fun.
Oh, I have to go ziplining now.
I know, it's so many things. You have to keep going back.
Right. Awesome. So we're going to jump into free things to do in Vegas, which is another one of my favorite things. So, of course, there's the huge Las Vegas sign that you can go see, take pictures at. I think they just built a new sign out there as well.
Sure. We'll have to see when we go.
I think they did. There's a new sign that's out there, and I believe it goes across the streets. It's super cool. Definitely one of those things that you have to go see and take pictures of and keep, for memories and stuff like that. There's also a botanical gardens out there.
It's beautiful.
I've been to that too.
Guys, I've been quite a bit, especially before I turned 21. So anything that didn't have to do with alcohol, I've done a lot of it.
That makes sense.
The Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Gardens is beautiful. So I would definitely recommend going through that. It's pretty big. You can walk through it. It's got a really great atmosphere too if you're wanting to kind of step out of the craziness of the Strip. You just when you're in there, it's really hard to feel like you're in Vegas because they've really separated itself into the hotel. So I would definitely recommend it if you're needing to give yourself a second and step away. The Bellagio Gardens are great.
I think that's just an iconic thing. Like every time I go, I have to go and check it out every time. And they change it up. And I just saw something. I forget how many millions of flowers to build certain things. So right across the street from where we're staying. So you have to go at least check it out, take a picture, put it on Instagram.
It's all for the picture, guys.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's one of the iconic things, almost as iconic as the fountain, I would say.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. The fountain and Bellagio's got a lot of things going for them.
So also shopping, which is what I did when I went to Vegas when I was younger.
Shopping, but also get your steps in because there's
Absolutely.
plenty of shopping in Vegas, and it's great. Whether it's the forum shops at Caesars, which we did walk through, and it's different levels. It's great. There's some of everything, and then of course the Mile Mall at Planet Hollywood. That's really fun because that is a circle. So you lap that. That's getting some miles.
Laugh it a couple times. Get your steps in.
Again, I was there before I was 21. I did a lot of these things.
And then, of course, you can watch the water show at Bellagio, like we were just talking about. Whenever I went out there, they had Celine Dion, that one song. Oh, my God. Her most popular song. I can sing it, but I'm not.
It will go on.
Yes. So they had that with the water show, and it was the coolest thing I ever saw. It was so cool. So that's definitely something you can do for free as well. Take pictures and videos.
Yeah, and so the volcano at the Mirage, so it goes off. So it's got a whole thing, the drum beats, the smoke, the flames and everything. So they do nightly eruptions. So you can also, if you're down that direction, that's also a fun little show to watch, take pictures. Pretty much everything is a photo opportunity in Vegas too. So, always got to have that picture proof so that way you know what you did.
Keep your phone charged, portable charger in
Mm-hmm.
your pocket or in your bag. Just to make sure. You never know. Just to make sure. So next, we're going to talk about some shows.
Yes, and there's so many.
There's a ton of shows. Like pretty much every hotel
has shows.
Multiple shows too, not just one. So whenever I went back in 2017, I saw Celine Dion, and it was the best thing of my life. I cried. It was amazing. I was with my mom, and she cried.
Aww.
It was the best show I've ever been to in my life.
I think she recommends it.
Just a little bit.
And then one show we saw last year when we went, and we were so impressed, was the Chris Angel Mind Freak.
Yes.
So that was amazing. Like when we were walking out, we were all like, I don't know how I did all of that. Like, there were a few were like, oh, we figured it out. And then he'd keep going and you're like, nope, I know nothing. What are the laws of physics anymore? So if y'all got time, I would recommend that one if y'all like those magic shows, because it was really amazing.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And this year we're going to do Matt Franco.
Yes, I'm very excited. I saw him several years ago, but I recommended him again. It was so good because it's one of those that involves the audience. So every time you go, it is a little bit different depending on your audience and your participation and what you say. But he's been there for many years and still going strong. So he's got to be doing something right.
One thing. I will be on stage. I'm going to find my way onto the stage.
Yes.
Want to see the magic. I don't believe it.
Don't worry. If it happens, we'll post pictures for him. It will be on the Medical Edge social media if this one ends up on stage.
That would be amazing.
Yes. Yes.
And then also there's the Cirque du Soleil shows.
So many of them.
So they have 6 of them. And all at different hotels. So there's Mad Apple at New York. There's the Beatles at Mirage. There's Ka at MGM Grand. There's Michael Jackson at Mandalay Bay. There's Mystere at Treasure Island. And then there's O at Bellagio. We went to Mystere last year.
It was amazing.
And oh my God.
Again, laws of physics do not apply to those people.
It was actually insane. Like I'm lost for words. It was crazy.
It was. So those are always amazing shows, and they're all very different, even though, they're all Cirque du Soleil. So any of those you can't go wrong with. So any which one stands out to you, I would definitely recommend. They're so fun.
The Michael Jackson one, I need to see it.
I heard that one is amazing.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't, but I've heard such good things about it that I should probably go see it soon, eventually.
I feel like I would cry. I cry for everything, so I feel like I would definitely cry for that one.
Perfect. So I'm going to skip ahead to bars.
You can give all of your suggestions for bars.
Okay. So next we're going to talk about bars. The most important one you're going to find is all the daiquiri bars on the strip, which we were talking about just before we got on live. Those are the ones with those giant drinks you're going to see everyone walking with. They're the fun pictures. You can drink them by yourself, or you can have a group helping you drink those, because you can't drink it by yourself.
They won't let me.
No, they won't. But those are really good. They taste great. You'll see them all over the strip at different locations. So I always recommend those because, again, it's Vegas, so you can walk around the street with your drinks. So you're not limited to your areas. So that's a really great thing. And that's why you can get those, because you can walk all the way down the strip with one of your drinks. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And then there's also an ice bar.
That sounds cool.
Super cool. So you've heard of it, right?
Done it, yeah.
It's also been like all over TikTok and Instagram, like
fun.
everywhere.
You get big furry coats and little hats, and everything's made of ice. It's much.
So cool. So cool. Everything in the bar is made of ice. Even the shot glasses, ice.
Yeah.
So cool. And it's surprisingly a family friendly place.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't know how that works, but it did say that they were family friendly. So if you're going with your kids or anything like that, and you want to take them to a cool experience, the ice bar.
The kids can just have ice water. No, you can have it.
Ice glass. But yeah, there is so many different bars. I mean, all your hotels are going to have bars. We talked about the Crystal one. I will definitely be there. That sounds really amazing. So there's definitely so many really great, interesting bars with their own decor and fancy drinks that they do. Of course, we're going to have ours, the rooftop bar of
Dre's.
So yeah, that's where the after party is going to be. So that's another bar we'll be at. But if there's any really cool ones y'all have ever been to, again, post, send it to us, let us know, because we definitely want to make sure we hit all the really great spots.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Coyote Ugly if you want to have, and they get wild in there and they'll pull you up on the bar. Like it's not for the faint of heart. They won't really drag you on there, but if they know that you're willing to get up on the bar, I've never done it. I've only been there. And so they're a wild time in there. So if you're looking for a fun wild time, but not like a super Vegas wild time, it's a good experience in there too if you just want to get rowdy a little bit, but not too rowdy.
That sounds fun.
That sounds
another thing we're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
We had a coworker tell us about a bar that's in the Cosmopolitan. So their specialty drink, it has some kind of flour on top of it. And so the bartender will instruct you to eat the flour first. It changes your taste buds.
That's the one that's at the Crystals.
That's the Crystals too?
Yes. We'll be there.
Oh my God, we have to go.
There's no option now. Whatever time we'll get done with things, we're gonna be there, guys.
As soon as we land. Don't even drop the bags off. We're going straight to Crystals. Full luggage and everything. So for staying in Vegas, different hotels, of course, there are a ton of hotels that are on and off the strip. So these are kind of just like the most popular ones that we've seen. I know that Resort World, that is a tongue twister, Resort World just opened, and they have a ton of bars and restaurants inside. It's a huge resort. They have a spa and everything like that. Super cool. The pictures look really nice online. So I'm excited to just kind of pass by there and see like what's going on. See what the pool's looking like. What's going on over here?
And then of course you can always stay at the Bellagio, which like I know they've got the gardens, the water show. They've got a really nice shopping center right there as well with some of those really nice places. You can get some good purses and bags and different things from. So they're a really nice hotel as well, and right there, kind of in the center of the strip too, for a good location.
Yeah, I love the water show.
I know, it's really great.
And then, of course, the Cosmopolitan. We've been talking about that bar that's there. There's also a barber shop there, and they have a speakeasy behind the barber shop.
Okay.
So it's called Barbershop Cuts and Cocktails. So they have live music. There's no cover charge, and I've seen it all over. Obviously, I'm on TikTok a lot, okay? There's my confession of the day. I'm always on TikTok. So on TikTok, they said that a lot of artists go there. So just recently, Bruno Mars had just popped in and did like a show. See, it's not just me. Okay, it's not, as long as it's not just me. It's super cool. And then they have swim up movies in the summer. And in the winter, they actually have an ice skating rink, which is super, super cool. Cosmopolitan. And it's really, really pretty inside of there as well.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
That sounds fun. We're definitely going to have to walk over there. Yes. So thankfully, I think that's right near our hotel.
We got to go see Bruno Mars. I'll have to have binoculars.
I know my eyes are always open to like find famous people in the aquarium. And one time I think I saw Liev Schreiber, Ray Donovan. And it was very early morning in the Vegas, and nobody was on the street. And I looked at him, and I was like, "Is that you?" And he looked at me he gave me a nod, and he was like, "Yeah, that's me," in my head. But I was like,
full conversation.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's him!" But I didn't disturb him or nothing. But I'm like, "Yep, I got to see my famous person. Check mark."
That's awesome.
Off your bucket list.
There you
your
go.
Vegas bucket list.
Okay, let's see who we think we see when we're in
Right.
Vegas. I'm
Run
sure we'll
ours.
have a list for you.
Especially after some of those drinks, you're like, "Are you Britney Spears?" No,
It's not Britney Spears.
he's not here anymore.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. So another hotel you can stay at right over there is the Venetian. They're really cool. Like inside of the Venetian is like really decked out. It's a really fun place to go to. You can do your gondola rides there because they've got like a little river going through there, and you can actually get on a gondola and go through, and it's amazing. They've got a climbing wall, acupuncture. Of course, all these hotels have amazing spas. And then, so if you need a little relaxation, you time, definitely check out the spas at your hotels, and then also their pools, because I love most of these hotels' pools. They're really decked out. They've got great music, like the pools are just really neat and interesting. The food, the drinks out there. So those are also a good time if you're needing a little bit of sun before you come into TravCon.
Do you ever pick your hotel based off of their pool? Because that's what I do sometimes. I'm like,
oh my gosh, guys.
Yeah, and I was like, that seems lame. And then I will move on to the next one because I'm like, I need a cool pool. And I need to.
Oh my God.
So I stayed at Caesars and Flamingo a lot, especially due to their pools. So Caesars Palace, of course, because of shopping in their pool. It's right across the street as well. So they've got, like I said, the nice pool. The great shopping is right there connected to it. And they've got the Gordon Ramsay pub too. Yes. So a great place to stay. You barely have to leave except to go to TravCon, walk across the street there. But Caesars is really nice. And then I've stayed at the Flamingo, which is really great because they have actual live flamingos there.
I heard about that.
And so it's really fun. So like to get to their pool, you have to like kind of walk through their pathway, which goes through their flamingo habitat. And then their pool is like really neat. So it's kind of jungly because they kind of do it in between their hotel.
So
and their rooms are pretty nice. So it's a really great central location as well. So the Flamingo's nice.
Awesome.
And then of course Bally's.
That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be. It's attached to Paris. So if you are going for TravCon and you're still looking for a property to stay at, I would recommend Bally's because it is attached and it's just a walk across the casino and boom, you're right there. And they're pretty affordable. So a good option. I love their restaurants. I love their bars. They have a bunch of like little shops in there as well. So it's super cool. And then
I think you should talk about that one.
Of course, we're going to talk about that one. So there's also the Luxor. I would not recommend the Luxor.
It's interesting.
So the theory is the Luxor is haunted.
Did you see that TikTok too?
Yes. These people have the same TikTok feed.
Yes.
I've done a deep dive on YouTube too, which I do often as well.
Of course, always truth on YouTube.
They wouldn't lie to me. They're gonna lie to me. So apparently, it's super haunted. This is the one that's.
So if you like haunted hotels, we recommend the Luxor.
I stayed there. I didn't have any experience, but I read the stories like you did. I'll let you continue. But yeah.
Yeah, like there's creaks and there's like children running through the hallways, but there's no children and like there's noises and the elevator's really weird.
The elevator is weird because it goes like this.
Yes. Yeah.
And the Luxor is the pyramid.
Yeah.
And it just goes side like that. And there's theory, I don't know if your YouTube video said this, but the way they have the Sphinx on the east side or the west side, and you're supposed to have Sphinx on both sides. And so it's letting in all the bad.
Yeah.
So that's part of their theory is why it's haunted, because they don't have two Sphinxes keeping out the evil.
Bad energies.
Okay, good
So
to know.
if you're into kind of like the haunted, spooky kind of experience, then absolutely. But if you're a scaredy cat like me, no.
Great room prices, but yeah, it's not
great room prices.
May share it with a ghost, but you know,
hopefully he's friendly. You just never know.
And I did, after I saw that thing about Luxor, I looked up Bally's and I was like, is this haunted?
Oh no. Don't tell me.
They're all haunted.
You know what? It used to be the original MGM Grand.
Oh yeah.
And then it caught fire, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they had to rebuild.
It's definitely haunted, guys.
No,
Don't worry. They're all haunted.
But we'll be safe. We have a bunch of nurses.
Yes. Yeah. I feel safe. If I shout down a hallway, good bet some nurses are going to come
Absolutely.
out.
Yes, exactly. They'll be on high alert.
Yes.
Either nurses or Ghostbusters. One or the other. Someone will keep me safe.
Yeah.
So then, of course, we want to talk about safety. in Vegas as well. So most important, just be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you're keeping a lookout. Don't carry, too many flashy items or too much money or anything like that. Try to, if you have a purse, keep it in front of you. Always keep your hands on it. Because Vegas is a huge tourist destination. People know that, so they might try to target more people than usual. So just try to be aware of your surroundings at all times. Make sure that you're staying in areas that are mostly, for tourists. Try to not venture out that much. So if you get into an area and you see there's not a whole lot of people, maybe go another way.
Yeah, and like we said about walking, there are some areas that you might want to go to. You do need to consider if you can actually walk there or if you need to drive, because you may have to go through some parts of town that are not as touristy. So you'll definitely want to consider that as well. And like we said, your hotel is going to have some really great advice. So when in doubt, you can always go talk to them.
Absolutely. And when it comes to gambling, just make sure you're gambling discreetly. Just try to not be super flashy or anything like that.
Yeah. And
when
you're
this one's like penny at a time.
And I know some of you guys are coming out alone and you're going to come meet up with travel nurses, but don't get so intoxicated where you're alone, you're in the bar, and you have to stumble back to your room. Either if you meet with a traveler and you want to get that way, have a buddy, but don't do it alone because you're in a tourist area. You don't really know the area, so just be careful with your consumptions unless you have a buddy that can either link arms with you or something like that. But you don't want to get too intoxicated alone because you don't know what might happen.
Absolutely.
Watch your drinks. I know it's crazy to think, but keep an eye on your drink at all times. When you go to the bar, if even at dinner, just keep an eye on everything because you really don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always use your best judgment.
Yeah,
If it doesn't feel right, it's probably not. Trust your gut.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then of course, we're really excited to see all of you there because we are going for TravCon. Even though we talk about all these other fun things that we'll have time to do, and especially depending on how early or late you stay after TravCon. So those are really fun things to do, but we are there for TravCon because we are so excited to come and hang out with all of y'all. So feel free to come to us at our booth 100, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we'll be there. Come hang out with us. Come tell us you saw us on Gypsy Nurse. Come tell us your best things to do in Vegas. We're happy to talk to you. And we're so excited to come hang out with all of you, especially for that after party, get to hang out and actually spend some time together. So definitely come find us. We're so excited.
Absolutely. We have a ton of swag to hand out, a ton of swag. So please stop by our booth.
Yeah.
We're going to have 4 giveaways. We're going to have a cocktail claw, which I'm super excited about. So it's going to be such a great experience. Make sure you stop by. Tell your friends. If you guys are coming, just come visit us, Medical Edge. And I mean, we'll hang out. We're super excited.
Yeah. No, we love doing this. After last year, we were like, let's sign us up for next year. We're like, how do we get there again? Because we enjoyed it so much. The TravCon, of course, can be a lot going on, especially for us as exhibitors and you as nurses as well, because there's so many different booths you go to. I know a lot of different presentations y'all go to, and it's super fun. But, it's fun for everyone. I know everyone leaves with a good time, and you've met some great people, especially as travelers. You get to connect with some more other travelers and make new friends as y'all go different places and hear about places y'all like. So we love hearing those stories as well. So we're really just here for anything you want to tell us too.
Absolutely. So that is all that we have today. Thank you guys so much for joining us and taking this ride along with us as we talk about Vegas and our presence at TravCon. And we're super excited to see you guys out there.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Thank you. And I can't wait to meet you guys. We'll be there too. So I cannot wait to see all these faces. So thank you, everybody. We'll see you at TravCon. If you're going, come see all of us. Bye.